info.
.3 Nigeria Info Lagos. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show that you have been waiting for, the show that you love to love so much. Dailies today. We're here with the papers as usual. If you're watching online on Facebook and on YouTube, you see my hands. Today is full with headlines, with stories.
There's a bumper issue.
I'm Sheriff Quadry.
And I'm Jimi Disu. Good morning. You're welcome.
Let's get started. Let's start with this story here on page 10 of the Vanguard newspaper. The story reads, "We are resolving Oni Alaafin supremacy battle, Gani Adams."
Okay, so the good morning, everybody. The latest we have is that of course, as expected, people are gathering. Some top Yoruba people are meeting behind closed doors and try to resolve this problem. But I think that there might be a need to have a kind of Yoruba forum, not the jamboree that we usually have, but to have a Yoruba think tank to see through the various things that have emerged in Yorubaland of recent, ranging from an Oba who let me be careful with my words. An Oba who is unconventional. I think that's a safe. Who is publicly unconventional to the controversy that surrounded the death and otherwise of the Awujale, the politics. Somebody fed me some news stories yesterday about the politics of the new Awujale. Imagine how somebody whose origins are from Ikorodu and rented a house in one place in Ijebu today has become a prince. Yes. Over time, the problem we've had is we've refused to follow tradition. And that's why we have so much turbulence in the land. Some people say they want to have a Yoruba republic. Some people, is it in the midst of all this that we'll ever have any progress? And suddenly it has become every man for himself and God for us all. There are some questions you need to ask. Somebody was asking a question in social media yesterday, whether the Institute of Overseas belongs to the Isheche people or not. What a funny question. You want to appoint the custodian of the culture and religion, and you're arguing. Somebody put up an argument that, Obas should be allowed to practice whatever religion. Yes, they can practice their religion, but they should be ready to be custodians of our tradition and our religion. And if you don't want to do so, go be a pope, go be a pastor. It's lucrative. So I think that unfortunately, like all other parts of the country, the ethos has been bastardized by politics. And it's usually politics of self. You hardly find people thinking of the common good, how they are going to make the money, how they are going to get streets named after them, how their children are going to be successful, go abroad and become citizens of other countries, while they are totally intolerant of their fellow Nigerians. They are happy to say, "Oh, my son is now an American," but you are intolerant of the same people under the same length and breadth of Nigeria. You want to make life difficult for them. I think it's time we did some real deep thinking. Our Obas have become socialites. That is not anywhere in the world. The royal family are not socialites. They stick to their traditions. Well, that's the story for another day. What we are hearing now is that Gani Adams has said that, but remember that Gani Adams is an appointee of the Alaafin. So I really think that some real elders, Afe Babalola, these are people in their 80s, well-established people. Like the Chief of General Akinrade, these are well-established people who, I think people like that should step in very quickly and find a solution to all this. Meanwhile, the gentleman who was given a chieftaincy title, I sympathize with him because he's now in the midst of a controversy. He came out yesterday to clarify that he was installed as the Okonlomo Odua and not the Okonlomo of Yorubaland. I guess if this distinction is made, it might bring an abrupt end to at least the show that is being put on by the two two traditional rulers. So he says he clarified that he's the Okonlomo of Odua, Okonlomo Odua, and not Okonlomo of Yorubaland. The way these things are going, if care is not taken, real people of substance will start rejecting traditional titles. It's going to be this. In any case, they have become to a penny. So I don't know. Anyway, so that is the clarification we have. The Ifa Council calls for unity, and Trauso, President of Trauso, says that the Alaafin food is not new. So now, why did I join these other papers to eat? Okay, the New Telegraph also has a story that says the Yoruba Council Worldwide, an umbrella for Yoruba indigenous people, has called for peace between the two revered pillars of its heritage. Well, one thing I don't seem one thing I don't seem to understand also is the various bodies that you have within the land. So you don't even know which is the real authentic body. That you have Yoruba Council of Elders, you have Afenifere 1 and Afenifere 2. You have and all these have been marred by political interference and it's politics of self. Even the various groups, at the end of the day, most of the time is about money sharing. Yes. And a surprise interview came up yesterday from the BBC. Now, I don't know when this interview was conducted, whether it was before the Alaafin is purported to have said. Why do I use purported both ways? At 9 o'clock, I'm going to have Yemi Badejo Okosoya. He's the president of the NIPR. And we are going to look at the laws that guide the practice of being a spokesperson. Okay, because I believe that these spokespeople must have exaggerated all this. I don't, with the kind of language that is being exhibited, I don't think a traditional ruler would make that kind of statement. I don't think so. I think at some point the KBSs will need to come out and tell us for real whether they were the ones who wrote and issued those statements for those people. At 9 o'clock, we'll go into the issue of who should be a spokesperson. It's very, very vital. I believe, and you have many instances where spokespersons have modeled up everything. That it was Wasu's spokesperson. He modeled it up again. You remember when he said that? I think he said something like the government had shown repentance, had shown remorse. So, because back to this BBC interview, he says that the Alaafin said that he has no rift with the Oni. I don't know whether that was because with the kind of thing that your spokesperson said, if you don't have a rift with the person, what else would that be? All said and done, I hope that some resolution is brought to this, and let us focus on making our people live better. Our people are suffering. They're suffering, they're misguided. All kinds of cover-ups have been presented to them by the politicians. And some of them don't understand the issues anymore. I don't think the issues are not so much, whether some people of an extraction have bought up land which you voluntarily sold. Those are not the issues. The issues are the people you've given responsibility to run your country, to run your state, to run your local government. Are they doing the right thing? Are they making life better for you? The answer in most cases is no. It's a pity. I wish I had the mind to go into politics. At least in my own area of jurisdiction, I'll make sure that they continue to understand. You give a lot of recognition to Robin Hoods who take government money that would have been put to good use for you. They take it, they pay tax, give you 10% of it, put something glorious, give you sewing machine and this and that. You say, oh, he's very generous, he's very kind, and they walk away with the balance.
Let's talk about another interesting conversation, actually. This conversation is quite interesting, and a lot of people have been talking about it. It's in the Vanguard, page 5. Anger over planned pay rise for political office holders. It has plenty of writers. Here we go.
Yeah, of course, yesterday there's the what do they call them? RMAFC have said that they're thinking of a pay rise for political office holders in Nunkotan, sorry. It's not only political office holders that need a pay rise. You heard what the Americans said yesterday. What is the value of the minimum wage 70,000 that you take home? Anyway, it's building up. ACF says that salary hike for politicians is provocative. That's what the ACF Arawa Council Forum. That's what the publicity secretary said. Professor Tuko Baba and Otubadele Oye, who immediate past president of Nasima, says that the timing is wrong. The timing is not wrong. It is the action that is wrong. If we are going to be concerned about paying a reasonable salary to people, it must be across the board. What is good for the goods is good for the gander. It must be across the board. After all, political office holders also enjoy a pension. Look at the pension of the governor, look at the pension of it must be across the board. And the ADC, well, the government will not listen to them. The ADC says that the government, the RM, whatever they are, they should suspend the title. And this is our friend, the star of this administration. And I'm just looking at the nice picture here.
Okay,
this is
Minister of Interior. Yeah.
Fine gentleman, honestly. Fine gentleman. He's one of my... Sheriff, when are we going to bring this guy here?
As soon, anytime you want to get him.
I want him now.
Get him. No, we're on the show now.
No, because again, I saw some things on Facebook this morning. It keeps coming repeated. He hates Tinubu, he does this, he does that. I have recognized a few things that are being done right by this government.
True.
Repeatedly.
Very true.
But I know the name of the game that you are playing. And I keep telling these people, it's not going to help your candidate. That is not how it will help your candidate. Whether if you rubbish me from now to Kingdom Come, I'm not running for any office. I'm doing my job and I will jolly well be paid, or else I will grab this guy by the neck, by the cuff. So concentrate on highlighting. There are a lot of things. To be honest with you, Sheriff, so far, those that I recognize, I can remember off the top of my head, the Minister of Interior knows what he's doing. The Minister of Education knows what he's doing. The Minister of Aviation knows what he's doing, but he needs to put a control on his. Okay, that is
what?
that. And I've said it.
Yeah, I didn't hear.
If you didn't hear, then too bad. But he knows. He's doing fairly well. You do find some things that are being done there. It's not as if it's majorly bad. What is bad is the optics. A president traveling almost every month. 2 years into the administration, no ambassadors. So what is the essence of traveling? The first thing you could have done is have your ambassadors. As soon as you go on any of these trips, you have your ambassador who is going to follow up. I don't know. I don't know when governance became so difficult. But let's go before I go on my.
I want to take this comment on Facebook.
Yeah.
Tony says, anger over political pay rise. Who are those angry? They are all noisemakers. If same politicians come and give handouts to them from the increase, they are the same people that will praise their generosity. We are only good at talking and not taking action.
Yeah. Question is, what action should we take? But let's go.
Let's go to education. This story here is also interesting. Moratorium. Okay.
Education news.
News, Abby. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, from health, we've now found a place where we can give you an update on education, what's going on in the education field. I think it's very, very important. So I'll run through it very quickly. Moratorium on new universities, better late than never. Konwa ASU seek better deal for existing ones. MTN's 2025 MPOS Spelling Bee commences. 40 million is up for grabs. Spelling Bee competition for our children. TFM empowers 389 leaders transforming education in Nigeria. PAP, which one is PAP now? Anyway, PAP lost Wigwe University's commitment to excellence. Nigerian foreign PhD scholarship awardees accuse the federal government of withholding funds. That is quite common these days. Foreign students don't get their money on time. Future of education lies in innovative collaborations, says Egbewole. From rejection to recognition, Osho Ademola Joel emerges the best at MBC program. Makinde flags off training of 18,000 teachers, distributes tablets and teaching materials. Federal government approves 4.2 million naira grant for funding of 158 research projects. And can you add, I beg to differ, what's the
Yes, I beg to differ.
Part of education.
Yes, I beg to differ. Quarterfinal matches would start today at 3 p.m. One of our contestants went under the weather the other day. Yes. So the doctor advised that we just allow him rest for yesterday. So yesterday was his match, so we couldn't have his match.
Okay.
Yes.
So he'll probably come today.
It would coming today.
I'll try and be around to cheer him on. I used to debate in school, but I feared Julie Edokpolo, who is now Mrs. Julie Yego, way back then.
Okay.
Oshibado used to debate for Ibobi College.
Oh.
Yes. That's where it starts. You don't just drop out from the sky. It usually starts from somewhere. I used to debate Cornelius Tay, I think Billy Lawson. Who else? Most of these guys are old now.
Yeah.
We all used to debate way back. Faladiola.
Oh,
yes.
nice.
Faladiola, yes. So, both of us represented Methodist Boys High School. Yeah, so...
Interesting.
Let your children develop interest in these things, and please let them tune in. I want to also use this opportunity. I'm surprised. Some companies, banks and so on, invest in educational programs. Invest in education. I'm surprised that nobody has decided to pick up the bill of these children, give them laptops, give them this, give them that. Invest in children's education. It's very, very important. Rather, we'll have for 90 days, we'll have various adults running around the house and doing whatever. That will catch more people's attention than education. Heaven help us all. The rate of pornography in that place now, only God. Well, let's go, Jerry. Let's go. It's true.
I mean, it's unfortunate. Actually.
It's unfortunate. You find full-grown adults are interested in in adults running around the house for 90 days and want to. It's always about money, the prize money.
Let's go to our next story. By the way, we are still looking for prize money sponsor here.
That's what I'm saying. Now you're talking.
We still don't have prize money sponsor.
We have banks, Access, Zenith. You should invest in these things. That's going to produce men of tomorrow. It's not just the degrees that they have. We must encourage our children.
The funny thing is, this is not even as expensive as some of the things that they spend money on.
It's not now. It's not.
Well, okay. We'll move on.
Maybe we should take the winner of I beg to differ. Let's go and visit the president. But
$100,000. Okay.
By the way, I heard it on good authority. As at 2 p.m. yesterday, the Falconets, is that what they call them?
Yes.
Had not gotten
Super
a dime.
Falcons.
The basketball people.
Oh, okay.
The Tigress.
The Tigress, yes.
They hadn't gotten a penny of what was promised them. Not even the national award.
Okay. Interesting. Now, page 2 of the... Wait, we have time. Okay, we have time. Page 2 of the Guardian has a story here, and New Telegraph rather, and it reads: Obi condemns inhumane treatment of lady in Anambra.
Obi is not the story here. The story is the inhumane treatment that was meted out to a copper. They have this vigilante established by the government, and they accosted a female copper and stripped her naked. One Nowodentin, they beat her up. I saw the video yesterday. I was too ashamed. What kind of animals are we breeding? That is why when some of us were very, very skeptical about state police, that's what we had in mind. These are a security group put together by the states. They're supposed to have trained them and whatever. So of all the robbers and whatever that you want is a youth copper in her quarters. You drag her out, you strip her. What is it with stripping a woman naked? You know, the police have intervened. Some commissioner or whatever was interviewed yesterday and losing his temper, not knowing that time. In a time like this is, but all said and done, the man said something that's very, very important. He said that, the parents of the girl have decided that they don't want to prosecute. They wouldn't want to prosecute the people because, of course, of the videos of the girl will have to be shown at such, which is emotional blackmail. They should do their job. The state should prosecute them. It's a crime. If the girl says she doesn't want to give whatever, then so be it. But it's a crime. But the question I ask is, what kind of training did you give a vigilante group that would make them want to strip a girl naked and beat her up? So the story is not about Peter Obi, but it was Peter Obi's reference that led us again to the stories. I hope the Anambra State government, Charles Rudo, will do the needful.
Again, I just want to go back to that story. I want to stay on that story about community policing, state policing. We're having this. This will not be the first time vigilantes would have this sort of scenario. Remember when we used to have OPC at some point in Lagos during the height of it?
Yeah.
You have these other guys in the east as well. I can't remember their names. They've always been plagued by these accusations of high-handedness, and a lot of people have argued that, I mean, even if you want to have vigilantes, must you put thugs, must you put uneducated, must you put people that what they know is violence, must you put them there? What's the optics of this? Because Yoruba would say, if the Saturday that will be good, it's Friday that must you put now.
That's what it can rain on Friday and it be a sunny day on Saturday.
Well, they're not talking about weather.
The issue of vigilantes, I refer you, go to YouTube, listen to Fella's music, MOP1, Movement of the People #1. It will give you an idea of the caliber of people who usually form these vigilantes. It's embedded in 2 lines in the sound. MOP1. It's there.
It's there, Abi.
But I'm not the one. It's not from my mouth. Somebody like Elvin will be laughing. Because if I sing it here, this studio will scatter.
I want to take this other story, but we don't have time. Tinubu appoints Rotimi Pedro as
Rotimi Pedro is an old student of mine. He went to the Methodist school, up school, and everything. The only problem I have with this appointment is the optics is not good. Yet another Yoruba, yet another Lagosian has been given a juicy appointment. When are we going to celebrate somebody from the east? When are we going to celebrate somebody from some parts of the north? The president needs to balance his appointments. I stand by what I say. Okay. He needs to balance. That Buhari did it doesn't. Are we going to continue to live like this? That's the only problem. Otherwise, I wish him all the best. And of course, my school, up school.
Up school, okay, up school. Oh, yeah. We have to go now. Kofi is back with the morning crossfire, right? But he's back at 9.
Yeah, back at 9.
For Daily Digest. Lagos, thank you for being with us, all right? Don't go anywhere. Stay here on Nigeria Info 99.3.
7 p.m. Don't knack, na yellow clock be that.
Yes, so better don't come as the MTN Mega Billion promo don't land and your number fit win up to 5 million naira jackpot every Monday to Friday and up to 10 million naira jackpot every Saturday.
Just dial star 900 ash to join and recharge your MTN line before 5 p.m. every day. Make you for increase your entries. The more you recharge, the more entries.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info.